pregnant. Oh, last year I just dreaming about having a baby, and then we just lost, and then now is pregnant.
Who's that?
The artist love.
Oh, the artist?
Yeah. He just dreaming for the baby when after married, and then he losing, and then he just pregnant now.
Well,
Yeah, it's much better after marriage. You just getting pregnant. It's good.
yeah, that's good, love.
Maybe I just uh ano to?
Maybe one, love.
The receipt about the, maybe is the I looking about the receipt, the generator. I will back that because they have a warranty that.
There's nothing wrong with it, I don't think. I think we didn't hook it up, and it's too hard for you to pull. We need to get an electric start or something.
Dennis, hello. Thank you for joining. Good morning, everyone. What you writing, love?
Logan asked who all was coming for his graduation on my side, and I'm answering him back.
Mayong buntag, check your YouTube studio to see if we can enable gift Belinda. Enable to give. Yeah.
What's she barking about?
She got get available yesterday. She Nina has is to now.
Uncle Brother John says he's 20 minutes outside of town. That was 5 minutes ago, so he's about 15 minutes away.
What happened? She got it available yesterday, and Chinina has is to now. What is that, available for gifts? What is that mean? I am doing fake amateur race to my last day of school today. To see if you can enable gift. Yeah, it sounds like they have the different updating for the gifts, because I see my studio. I saw you. Thank you for joining, everyone. Gifts replace super sticker, not super chat. Ah, so it means that the updating the YouTube. Yeah, they have. They have. Look at this. This. They have in the studio. can open this. You have to turn it on. Ah, it just turn on. It just turn on. You can push this on. And then after that, they have agreement. Agreement. Turn. Agreement. They have the agreement. Kuya Storm. You probably have to restart the live. Ah. So maybe next time na to agree about that. Mm. Yeah, they have. That's why I just wondering, maybe just like updating. Love, they have the new updated for the studio.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I hadn't seen that.
1 billion United currency, money, dollar, gold. Yeah, time to send me super sticker here. Another way to earn. Ah, another way to earn. Yeah, they have adding for something.
I always wondered how those different YouTubers, I saw those gifts on different YouTubers, but on yours,
Yeah.
you didn't have that.
I saw that. They have the more YouTuber. They have did you know the colorful Kuya Storm? If you can see the live streaming and then you can see the purple, that's the different for the agreement for the YouTube channel for gifts. Yeah, another. It just became available. It was only US. I have a gifts for a year and a half. Ah, it's only the for the US available, but the Filipino you can allow that to send. Ah, just became available to the Philippines. Ah, he just giving for the agreement for available to the Philippines. That's why I just wondering. That's why I'm not accept, because I just feel like, you know, maybe I can accept this. It's the same my TikTok. I just accept something and then after accept the something, he's a scam with my income. That's why he's so very frustrated about that before. What do you think about the current state of 67? Current for the 67, what is that? It's so expensive. It's 67. What happened is that I hate in when the live streaming always ask for hand out dollars. It seemed like super chat. Ah, it seemed like a super chat. Yeah. But it's a coins. It seemed like a TikTok. There in the TikTok, if I receive the like a lion, maybe like a 10,000 coins, I receive like maybe 10 yeah, it's just like mga 5,000 something. Thank you for joining, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, they have a new agreement. Francisco, it's always voluntary. Belinda is a friend, so I'm telling here is available now. Ah, thank you. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's why that the reason, like when I say that the other day, I said, why they have different the agreement about the, you know, more ways to earn. More ways to earn, and then checking out her, they have gifts, have fun, engaging with fans in live stream. They have agreement. Maybe, you know, maybe it's another business. Another business na po do. Another business. The legitimate, not a scam. Ah, yeah. You know, people like sending for the gifts. So, it just, they have equivalent for the dollars. That's the reason. Yeah, because he said, you can have fun engagement with the live streaming. And then, before the turn off, need to be reading the number 1, number 2, until the, you know, at the end. And then, it's just agreement. That's why I'm not to pay attention, because you know, I just scared about the, you know, scam or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, I just try to going there. It's just live streaming, Chi, right? I try to go right now. Yeah, they have na the purple. That's so cute. You know, they have a lot type of different gifts. Thankful, party hat. He just like girl flower. It's beautiful. Like a TikTok. It's a queens. Yeah, it's cute. I don't know how much the equivalent that. No, napod oh. 3 queens. Oh, party hat. I don't know how much that. Ah, that's so cute. Because the 50 coins is equivalent for 59 pesos. And then if the 300 coins is 290 pesos because it's a 0 point dollars or something. And then if 700, that is so cute. Just like a TikTok, but it's just like a thrilling, you know, thrilling. And just sending gifts. Hmm. But I just try to sample. I just try to sample kay Chi. Hello, thank you for joining. Successful. I-try. I-try lang.
But you're trying to do the gift thing?
Yeah, I just try to give that shit. It's successful, man. I don't know.
I don't see yours didn't pop up there though. You just gifted her, G.
But I never seen. He said successful, but I never seen. You're not pop up.
I never seen it pop up on her live.
Yeah, you are not.
I don't see your gift didn't pop up on there. But I see one where Kuya Storm sent her a coin. He sent a gold coin. So it's working. Just I don't know why yours didn't.
Yeah, you're not working. You are not. I try to see.
He sent the gold coin quite a bit. I don't know. I didn't see yours pop up there. Unless you're still loading or processing or something.
Because he just minus na my Gcash here, 59 pesos. This is successfully processing.
Yeah, but it should have popped up on her screen. Why did it not? Her gift should have popped up and showed you gave her gift. I don't know. I've seen that on other people.
Ah, yeah, it's working now. Kuya Storm is working, sending now. But for me, it's not.
Yeah, the party hat just went up. I see that. Well, that's working.
Thank you for joining.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hello, tap the screen guys to subscribe. I have more than the viewers.
Oh yeah. You need to set up your gift thing. I can't give you the.
Yeah, I just try but they're not working. Maybe are you just working if I just to agreement?
Oh, yeah, you got an agreement reload, I'm sure.
How do you go live in YouTube? You just go to live and then you can push the chorus line and then just live na. Thank you, Pyra.
I try to send one and see.
Thank you.
It worked, love. I just sent it.
Yeah, it's work. But for me, why you just you are not? You sending the star, love. How much the star?
To space them. But
How
it was,
how many queens that?
I was just gonna see if it worked.
The star.
Two pesos.
2 pesos. Hmm.
See, it worked there, love. I don't know.
I don't know why you're not work to me.
Maybe because you didn't hit accept, love.
Maybe.
Thank
Thank you. Pyra, Pyra. How are you? I'm good. Sige na. Anak na ko. May gutom na kayo ko. Stoy, pasok-pasok. Gini sila aning kuan ba? Nauna ta. Lang. Good evening, Mike Charm. You looks delicious. Are you cooking for you just eating Jeff like that? Because I make that like that. Friday, holy Friday. I just make like that. Right, my love? You can try that. The short video manika po ano. Dili, nabasa ng tubig kay nga na ba tong assistant dito nga ayaw ginaghumda ma'am kay sensitive ka ayaw na siya mahumog. Yan na bitaw. Duda ko anak kay kapila na ba kung gayaw-yaw si kung yung bantek mahumog ng generator din na dried fish. That's it, my love. Dried fish is I have the miswa and sardinas. You like this? Soap. Hey, Belinda. Origi Day. Hello. How are you? Bila. Pakaw na, Bila. What are you talking, love? Oh, is Janice there? Where? I cannot see. Hi, Jan. How are you?
How are you?
I'm good. I just live streaming always in YouTube. Let's eat. I have the miswa with like pancit and sardinas.
Cool.
Oh, you bought it. Yeah, pancit with sardinas, miswa. Like a Filipino food.
Yeah. That's cool. Spicy sardines.
Yeah, and dried fish.
You can talk to me on like a guy I actually had from that. One that just got changed now with milk and a bag of chips and it was right at the thing called not promise.
So, yung brother mo nang
You didn't know what happened?
Asa mo na? Wala na makita. Hmm? Against the light.
Dali na tao laging ko na. Ano ang mahina na? Kabalo na lagi ka. Dula. Dali na tao na. Usel!
Bella? Bella.
Chicken salad sandwiches, chicken salad. So, yeah, I'll see what
Very good.
At sunog ba? Yung kuwan.
Nahulog na siya.
Amplifier ba?
Great. Yeah, I remember that photo. That's a great trip. That's out front of.
Bella, just silent.
Remember? Yeah, who haven't seen that annual, very good. The old farm, the Daniel Hale and, all your dad, one last to give,
Unsa lang nagibutang ni Dodong sa iyang lawong manang nagputi.
Balo ang nagbutan ko atong kuwan yan. Butangan. Wow. Susunod ba?
Makakuan na ang bata, bawal ng bata anak mo kuan.
I don't know, they're just a fucking mess. Just every time you turn around. Yeah, every time you turn around, it's just a shed, hair everywhere. You know, I just came up there, I got all these jumped up on me like this. Yeah, and then I got down and my entire front of my shirt was just husky here. Well, especially this time of year, because you're coming out of winter time. Oh, yeah. You're going into summer. Or coming out of winter, going into spring.
You still working your TV lab?
No, I don't think it's working still.
Oh,
It's working, but the Starlink, the update, Starlink a car or something. And so I said, well, Starlink doesn't pay my bill. Oh, yeah. And he said, no, man, he said, I have an update on it. He said, I've been submitting for no time.
Hindi na kasara dong be.
I said, okay, well.
Hindi na butangan ko ikaw.
Do something, he said, I want to take care of it. So, but I've been trying to use it. It's been working, so.
Masa man na rin isa? Saan na daw?
Oh yeah, all our trips. I don't hardly watch it anyway. I mean, I watch it for the fireplace. You know, but it's probably an half of it. You know, the trip, like, yeah.
Shut up, Bila. So noisy. Kauna mo dong. Kauna mo. So noisy na Bila.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy. I mean, the odds of that.
Yung, may mga yan. Yawi.
Kauna mo dong.
Langan. Oh, yan yung sanay mo doon.
Langas. Langas.
Baba doon, baba doon. Bila na doon kayo magluwa na kasama natin tao na pinag-iani.
Mapiko na.
Mapiko ni, kamu giri ikarga akong ipuli.
Ikaw yung ipuli anak dong. Ewan na may mahatag. Ganahan ka? Hmm?
Kamu ipuli yun.
Ano dito kayo na ah? Nagtubag-tubag ra. Asa doon nakasuhi.
Hindi, naras mga magulang dahi. Wala. Dali dong, naray mo ang kanon dong. Muriel, sige, pagkaon na dong. Ngito ka na, Muriel, para makaon na siya. Ayan, mapako. Pera. Okay.
Kumod ka siguro din ang work ang generator sa humod na. Mahal ka istangan palit.
Diha na si Benzo.
Ana sa Robinson ang ipalit.
May green na atong kabaloan na. Di ba na yung preya na green? Ayaw. Ang aso mango, dapat din na siya mga aso mga anda. Yung tingalan yung aso man. Dong, dong, namato, dong ka. Mung ka rin yung sultan ako, dong. Dong! Linggo rin, agad itong pagkaon. Dali. Dili ka na ilangaw, oh. Magutok po. Linggo dati. Linggo dali. Linggo, para hindi na mag-inaan ko doon. Dali na. Linggo dali.
Yes.
Dili na ginadulaan dong. Nabira na og binong bayad niya.
Ayaw na dong kulong bitay kay magisi niya ng phone.
Ako na dong, dala dito yung bawan dong. Nangkod ali dong ka. Doon sa bagay.
Wala pa nakatagain no?
Ano?
Dahan, ganahan siya bugnaw o nagawa siya.
Mo tong
Kalaw.
usig gani.
Ganahan siya matulog dito.
Muna ka usig sa kanto pa na atong kwarto.
Guro nakatagay tubig nimo.
Mama.
Naikot ta sa. Sa
Ako ka dito. Dito ka lang sa kayo. Dali na dong lingkod dali sa imong. Maganda bunga sa mga. Tas na ka. Ayaw na mahugaw na dong. Mabumbak-bum. Mabumbak na, lagi ng ulo dong. Ayaw na yung buhat na yun.
matingbuwad pa siya kay matingbuwad naman ang Simon nagtumanang nakuha naguna ang ulo ba.
Bukado muna. Kalayo yung mga dilakat dito ni ate ni mo. Lupad-lupad.
Ganun lagi ning dagan lang no?
Sabi
Ay siren nagkaon na to. Sukol.
Daghan ako.
Sukol ra ba?
No, namapian dong. Ay, gusto ko. No, nabungal ako na yung nawong. Ayaw na, nagilabti siya. Ayaw na dong.
And I called John, the mechanic, and I go, hey man, what's one of those going out this weekend? He goes, Brad Bush, he was stop training, dropping off.
sila. Limot mo yung boss train. Pagkakataon. Bulok yun ako. Tarong sila. Kaya, Ram. Ariel, oh. Ariel. Baka manahalin ng langaw kay galipad lupan. Manahalin lang ako. Ano na, di haga pa doon. Tuto doon, doon nga, haga pa doon. Nga turaon nga. Siguro haga maiisak pa nino. Tuwa.
Wala.
Turaon.
Wala man di ako
Yes.
nakalupad ra. Kalupad ra ma.
Well, you kind of go to the top.
Ay, nimlot na siya kay suka. Binibili. Nimlot. Binibili.
Suka mo naglubi. Spicy.
Tuang tuba.
Ito marong. Saan ka na? Kinsa na?
Binibili siya ka. Wahan, deliver siminto. Katawaan lang siya. Balik-lit. Ayaw mo rin luwas nung abog ko sa siminto yung ano.
Napatay.
Nagdang Kulit ka na doon kay makugaw doon.
Thank you for joining. Ayaw, doon kay Makuyawas Bila.
Luoy ka sa tanan na ito.
Langaw. Langaw.
Langaw mo itong yakuan. Abri na gawin skulahan diha. Pangutan mo rin ako.
Mutan, ano mo? Open na bang enrollment?
Ako ang pag-ulit ko hindi naman nakuha ang ka-salary kayo.
Na-spirit naman ako. Na-spirit. Ganun, galing ko school lang college. 4 years naman ako. Kaya rin ko naman ako din mag-vlog.
Nana. Ba't ka to eh?
Pero age sampa nila kay ikan ng 2013. Direct naman tong kungkal. So, mako naabtan atong kit to 12.
Direct man ko. Kita man ko. Going to college na. Ano basa?
Ya na pa man day kuhaon ana.
Yung certificate. Ang card yan.
Na ako card dahil kitong certificate na naman.
Oo na.
Mama, ko'y pangitaon ka na.
Pangitaon.
Kito dahil 1 form 37 mao naman na dito na may number dato. Pwede di ko mo-enroll.
Wala ko hindi ko alam ako.
30,000 to 40,000 ang tuition ko. Kuan kanang Bachelor of Science, Medical Technology, Nursing, Bachelor of Science, Technology. Ako dito, Bachelor of Science, Medical Technology. Nursing ba?
Paanas po ang dito. Entertain. Pareha tong entertain ka.
Swerte kayo siya. Oy, kay gitumbag na ko.
Swerte? Pasa ka dito. Ang sarap ko siya. Para ba yung bali ng perte na ang mga pasyente yung mga kuandra? O tayo nabalaan na ang sana. Kuyan, baka kuyan, umutubang. Na-adjod.
Sige, sige, ingon nga. Gamay na lang, ma'am. Gamay na lang. Ito apa, sige, gaukab. Paper. Then, kuan, right. Gamay na lang dyan, ma'am. Gamay. Ya, sige pa dyan kahon na dito.
Kasi may pangutana niya, oh, naagi tao dito, umukuha na po niya. Hindi ko pa rin na nakuha ni Kapuyan. Doon kayo, babragi sa puhon. Ang katabang nito na nila sa eskwela. Nila sila mga anak ng mga pasyente. Mag-interview.
Nindot mo na nga trabaho inanak manan kay mga trabaho kas gawas bali man dako og sweldo good ng mag-nursing.
Wow! Awan!
Di mo ko maangay nang mulong maestra oy kay maugtas ko. Damang gra. Samot nag-elementary dagway.
Pasensya.
Taasig pasensya usahay
Pasensya ng buwan mo, walang sir. Nawas niya ganyan. Misulas mga din ang amahan anak. Amahan out sana nagsuon man din sa kutser niya. Bang nag-inarmi. Ang amiga. Nangalan anak.
ang iyang igsuon nag-teacher di ay.
Suon man na din amahan.
Igsuon man good.
Misulas niya ang gidala.
Basta tumalag.
Ortiga sa imahan. Ortiga na, ortiga. Ang gidala. Hindi ko na siya ganahan mo para.
Baldosa.
Dili Baldosa Jod, Nicolas Jod. Amahan ni Dayan.
Mga Nicolas.
Nicolas na amahan ni Dayan.
Mayabo na daw mapusdak. Mayabo. I'm from Argentina. Hello.
Ano sulod ko, suka ni. Suon mo dito ng Dayan.
Igsuon ramang good na. Pero pareho man po na silang gitaga ang kwarta. Tagko kay nagbalon si Dayan atong dito migbais ko sug kay manggibalik siya nako. Librehan ko niya paniudtugod man ang dayong snack. Nang ganito naka adto ko dito kay siya may sige na kung kakuan nga dito eskwela. Ya, city baya. Dagan kay mga bright na top 7 pa ko.
Dito na ang ito kay kuan ni.
Asa ra itong medal nako.
Para to dito.
Top 7 na maghani ko.
Ang katumantong kita man to sa imuhan di ba na kay mga picture nga kuan.
Naaraman ko yung remembrance ko, medal.
Kita ko dito
Nagsuot ko.
Oo, nagtuga.
Na-appeal pa ko sa top 7. Huwag kong gato ko nga ma-appeal pa ko kay... banto prang na-appeal ko sa top 7 kay kito mang...
Nag-acting na nila yung kailingon natin.
Kito din pag-acting ako sa speech. Oh, niya na dito na amday tinaguas Belinda nga dili kuan dili ikapakita. Ya dito naman ako gipagawas ana sila na shock sila. O dayong paghuman adto. Mauto. Maong ang pula gihimo nila nga blue na tanan pagpadalas na dagan kog pula kay dili man ko tigtuon. Murag kapuyan man ko. Gawori ka. Kumuton ti karon, tabian kayo ka.
Tre, sila mga kinahanglan na rin ako baka-baki na.
Check o nga ng naong.
Para sa kuya ko. Katulak ng ilok, basta na ilog ko na po.
Aray sa sulod. Paim na sa na, Doriel.
Sabi ko ano.
Pandara na o, dahil i-close ra kong gas.
Kaya wala dahil karirang gamay. Sila na po, sige. Biya, nag-aisa ko sa ang piling.
Salamat.
Hindi mo sa ilok mo sa iyo.
Mm.
Wala po ka ngayon. Oy.
Katang dito ko, gos.
Dali na, dali.
Koy, naglag tita.
Dali, dali.
Daw, be. Yeah, it's available the membership and gift or GD. It's available. Thank you for joining, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm from the paradise. Don't forget to sub, guys. Why sad? No, I'm not sad. Wait, W, hello. Do you like my new profile? Yeah, it's nice. It just changed.
That's like one way we can come back out. It is actually nice. It's not even better now. Where we was the breeze now.
Subscribe, guys. Don't forget to subscribe.
They say the value is worth it, and yeah, it looks like it's beneficial, and it will be. It can remind you of like, because that's how that works. But if you don't see value, you don't feel like it's beneficial, yeah, it won't be. It's a projection of reality that yeah, makes your freedom. Well, Nick would remind you of like, he has the ability, like the show that, like he kind of like me, you, and Jared would do, and Jake Tag, you know what I mean? Like it's got a brotherly, it's got a very brotherly feel, like a family feel to him. But then on the professional side, he's got a way of, like his style of communicating and talking and how his way, yeah, he's like you, he's like he's a drill sergeant, yeah, well, he's a big dude. He's like your height, he's like built like Katie, stocky, like that. And, beard, like, his voice is younger than ours, but they started a little later. Nick and I are the same age, but, he's a big, burly dude, like Northern Michigan guy, but then he's got this really big teddy bear persona, like his first independent business. He has like a real kind of a pastoral, almost astute kindness, but very, like, but very, when we feel this, where it's like, hey, you know, you gotta have the conversation.
Thank you.
These people are
Tap tap, guys.
explain it, like, does that make sense, James? Like, oh yeah, you know, but James does really well with that. It's like, oh yeah, good. Well, yeah, this approach is, and, like I tell Jenny, I go, I said, you really want to play football? And I just on it. First grade, second grade, third grade, fourth
Don't
grade,
forget to
fifth grade.
subscribe, guys.
He goes, yeah, and I go, okay, I was the way that I was during those years because I knew that's what you needed, and the other kids needed when we were coaching the team to get the fundamentals. But then that was good. Oh yeah, I just got it. But then when sixth grade kicked off, you guys got turned over to Brian and Jamie. Now I was still coach, but I turned the head coach spot. Brian didn't do it. And then sixth grade, you guys started running that. And then I was basically an assistant coach for the offensive line with Brian. And I said, and you were really good with Brian, even though I was on the team. But you were really good with Brian. I said, remember how different that was in sixth grade? He goes, yeah, actually, that was a good analogy. And he goes, fifth grade, sixth grade, he goes, those are very smart. I go, yeah, but they would recognize all I go, need to have a different somebody else. 100%. I go, a lot of people, a lot of guys, their ego gets in the way. They're like, well, I'm gonna be the coach. And even out on the field, you have some of the family, like, you know, they override every, like, the worst thing, like, yeah, they're up there. Sure, the teams that the coach doesn't like that take risks. Yeah. He talks to us pretty quiet.
Thank you for joining. Don't forget to subscribe, guys.
I was like, first year, it was just you and me, right? I said, the second year was last year, or 2024, yeah. January 23, and then 24, I said,
Yeah.
I started coaching with Nick in the second half of 24, or about halfway through the summer of 24. And then that fall, it took, you know, we switched you over to Nick, and you've been with Nick since about the holiday season of 2024 until now. You've been with him a little over a year and 3 or 4 months, or a year, yeah, about a year and 5 months. So almost, but I told Nick, I go, bro, let me tell you something. I used to train threes, and I've seen all these, I used to train linemen, and I've seen all these people. I said, the thing that I am very good at is understanding other people's personality types. And one of the best things that I've
Subscribe, guys.
somewhat this way when I was young, I was stupid. I said that as I got older, even back when I was young, I was like training young linemen on my group, doing line work. I said, I can always tell the guys that were more wired like me, or the guys who were more wired like, say, laid back personality type, or guys who were more wired like, well, maybe they're like more engineer type, like their mind works like, they're kind of they gotta have a little watch, you know, they're like in their mind, analytical type. Yeah, easier, analytical process and all this. And I said, and I knew that I had to mirror and match whoever at that moment in that mind to teach them whatever, because said, you know what taught me that? My first and second foreman in life both had the exact same approach because that old school way only had one way. And I said that was my way or the highway. Yeah, that's that throw you in the water. Yeah, I think it's what. Yeah, that picture. Yeah, take a picture. Yeah. Gen X is like, I don't know how to swim. You can learn that actually. But that's how we grew up. But I said, but then when I got to the position where I was like, you know what, I'm not going to be like, there's times where I'm going to be like that, because that is needed at certain times, but we're not always dying on the hill. Yeah. We're not always charging. Yeah. Sometimes we're just walking, we're just driving the truck. So I told James, I said, bro, but I'm really proud of his success. He's really holding him in that, but then I'm on this huge, like, when you like
Subscribe my channel, guys. Tap tap the screen.
it's like Bruce Lee said, man, like, you like water, like, and I said, what's the wisdom of it? And he was like, well, we ran through that. I said, the reason he always said that. And he had another saying. He was, the guy asked him, Bruce, one time, he said, how do you find happiness? And Bruce Lee said, you don't find happiness, you choose it. And the guy says, what do you mean by that? He says, you choose happiness by what you ignore, by what you allow, by what you allow to respect, by what you choose, by your values, by basing what you embrace and envision and what you accept in your life is how you find happiness. But then the other things you let it go. And that's kind of be like water. That kids are going to do that whole be like water video thing that we watched together. I said, what's he saying? He's saying when water freezes, what is it? Nothing, ice. Okay, when water evaporates, what does it become? Rain. Okay, and then when water flows, what is it? It's water. And then when water solid ice. Gas. Yeah, steam. Yeah, when water's boiled, it creates steam, which generates energy, but it still condensates back. The steam still condensates back to the greenhouse. And I go, the first stage of the point is no matter what form water takes, what does it do? It changes the way it's formed. Changes your most authentic self by all these meetings. No matter what, no matter where you live, either loud, someone in the moment, your attention or energy, working new, and business setting and stuff like that. But I said, you never forsake. Like when we were growing up, I said the old man would say, never forget where you came from, boys. Like we're dirty people, our people come from ranchers, agriculture, homesteaders. That's who they were. And German and Irish, native farmers, whatever, grandma, and but as James, I go, that's genetic. But we've allowed the world to pull us away from who we are and tell us that we're something else. I'm still one of those lean up in and I don't buy it. And I said, but in the end, the only reason I can work with you is because you know me. You're both in different places. You know why I never work with the evangelists? I never work with them. I don't like any women on our team. We don't have one female member. That's by design. That's not just it's all here. I go, I'm psych mailing every single liquor appraiser chooses. I said, I'm looking at their what motivates them, or where they
Thank you for joining.
what they go read their good reviews. It's like they last night. I said, I'm determining that I'm thinking of like not gonna work with Bobby, not gonna work with Joe, or whatever, because I said, if you don't do that, serve as a frequent. I said, the masses are assets, they're gonna go. Well, we have them, they all together, they tried it already over the last 7 years, and 6 years, and they tried to destroy you, secretly, all of a sudden, something just shows up around, and they're trying to get you to do it in a
You will you live in when you get married.
You can easily find yourself straight where you will even from there you get 10 and then all of a sudden you do something she doesn't like, and then she goes out to some lunch and says, well, you know, I feel like I was being the job again, what's not the job, just like you made that there. And we made one rush, we go, we also, last thing you know, you got up there, and the next time you think, that's why you and I go, we meet together, there, and like, with the guys, I was like, yes, if you hear them start talking about
Who is
transactions,
that to say that I am empty?
if you hear a man talking about transactions, like after and not relationships, or not asking like, hey, how's it open up a lot of them? You know, you were talking about like, you know, I said that takes the element for his action, but he got it. Because you were like, hey, did you happen to by chance see that? Always say actions. I don't always get any about that. I always say actions speak louder than words. So you can sit here and hear all those sweet words and all the time and all this sugar note and all this other stuff. But you know, what it comes down to is how do they say, what is their, do they bear fruit? What are their actions show? Or is there worse before the guys make the videos where they're like, hey, if you do it for you, you know? Yeah. So, but then that's one reason that weird sounds supposed to bring that back there. That's what, well, that's why we get it.
No.
Yeah, your point. I mean, if they believe, I go, why did they not? Change wheel and things. You remember your kindness the other day.
What's the FET? You sing FET? No. I'm not a singer. How many sons have you? I don't have son.
Not counting homework, right? If you're running trips or something, I said, but a standard task where your job's to affect quarterbacks, right? I said, how important was the coach
Thank you for compliments.
building in your guys' mindset, bend but don't break? And every man on that line gets involved. Because what is we all know, it starts like this. Ball snaps, everybody is up, half step back, and they fluctuate until they create what? Right? Your job is here to pick up. If you don't have one break, they're doing cross route or something. You're watching, you got but like you're building and you're punching and you're hitting, but you're not breaking. Getting the quarterback. So it's not running, it's not going through his checks and then you get that play. I said, bro, I go, that is like everybody knows their lane, they know the role, they know whatever it is they chose to do. But on the team, the business with us, I said, we all get our one. I think it's
Eh, segbisyo dong. Subscribe everyone.
That's why we told him, here we are, we'll graduate. And it's not going to be everywhere, it might be a more. Right. We're inside or whatever. We go never look for them. Yeah, so that's the thing. Show up, have a look.
Thank you for joining, guys. Tap the screen. Let's get a car lined up, and we can do that. And then when we do the actual trip, really what next week, we have lights to that like 6 months man. Yeah, right. And then the oh no,
probably there.
Do you know to the right Spanish now?
No, he's no, he's off. He's off the band. He's understanding. He gets it. Oh, I think so. Yeah. He just got his start, man. Well, he's in. It's just he don't stress me anyway.
Thank you for joining, guys. Don't forget to subscribe.
And actually, the developing habit. He's already created a developing habit, and if he can do that and make it, then he'll build that confidence, and it'll be a. I don't know.
I don't know English.
Muscle memory. So he won't be sitting there counting himself, wondering what to do or what, he's not going to be sitting there wondering, can I do this or that again? I've done it. Already done this before many a time. And build the confidence up. So yeah, build his confidence up and everything. Put you on a charger.
Look at your phone.
Well, not real bad, but it's 45%, so I'm gonna put you on the charger. We're still just talking. How's it going? Good. You're always trying. But then she's also. Have you always been that way?
What love?
Is that new, or have you always been that way?
Is they have the new about the gifts for the diamonds for the
No, I know that new on the YouTube. We're not talking about that. So tell Brother John how you're not big on credit, like on credit.
in life, you know that.
Yeah, that's right. No, free in life. Is to keep people in debt. Yeah, that's a system. That's the whole purpose of it. Already wealthy. But then they'll take somebody that's working class and they say we're gonna only give you 6 to 10%. And they say that, and so it's more of a struggle, it's more of a hardship to borrow that money and to get ahead. And then you take somebody that's even worse yet, even at the bottom, who's not even working class, but say like the lower class, and then they offer them 20 or 30% loans or payday loans, and they keep them enslaved to debt, taking advantage of them because it was 150% on a payday loan. I'm not laughing about. No, it's like, but just think of it. Exactly. What you're doing is you're keeping them poor. You could give them a 2% loan, and you would be making money. You would, but why are you doing this?
Yeah, that's why that I told you, love, no pray in life. If you just borrow the money, you're losing your money.
That's used to get somebody down. That's not the use of getting wealthy.
Oh,
That's literally to keep somebody down.
Ito kita dali sa eskwelahan, balik kami dayon. Lahat ng kana. Ini saya dali kay pagpundo na dili ano ko daw. Pagpabilin ko na sa dili lagi ko. Karena ang kuan gamay ang dayon. Sarap.
Oh yeah.
sarap.
I watched them for the replays. They were excited. When JP Morgan was in Pennsylvania, there was a Stanley.
Baby, love, you to eat?
Stanley or some other.
Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe, everyone.
Now he had built his empire by helping and leveraging people who had acreage properties, but they didn't have the money to actually come out.
Tuko na to.
So I think it's standard oil. So they came out and they said, okay, do like this street fist deal where
Bantay, magtulog-tulog diha dito.
Bob, you've got 120 acres in Pennsylvania. Have you ever had this one for
Tulog-tulog. Lingkod mo diha.
And Bob's like, you ready to get this? You should have mentioned.
Dum.
You know,
Magtulog-tulog.
they're like, you know, and he's like, no, we don't want to take your land. He's like, yeah, you'll get the rights. The other people, they knew the system, right? They knew what the Robert Bears were doing. The standard was different because they came to this and they were the first ones to really do this. And they were like, hey, we're going to partner with you. You don't have the people to shoot the azimuth. You don't have people to do the soil test. We do.
Badminton.
It's yours, 100%. But we'll do like depending on the right type of stuff. We'll take the minerals, we'll take the oil, but we'll leave you the. No, they said, no, they said you keep the land, you keep all this. They said, but what we'll do is we'll write ourselves in as a partner until you pay that back of what our initial investment is, and then we'll agree to an interest rate. But to your point, we'll agree to an interest rate that you're going to say, okay, because you're going to make a ton of money, Bob, on your if we find oil, you're going to make a ton of money. Yeah, that's my oil. We got to do other things for it. Yeah. So then they can say, well, anyway, yeah, those next level. What is this 150 years ago? He heard about that. So his play was, well, basically they're building an empire, building up the partnering with the middle class, which was lifting the middle class. He did
Wa
words like,
madapat yung tango dai.
well, I want less competition.
Sabi,
So he got that. And I think Jim Morgan was probably one of the good of the tech guys, like he was like a Rockefeller or Rothschilds. They were
What is the big man?
Kanang wala mo ka shorting mama nimo nga pagkasaguyod ang kana.
New York Mellon Bank, those were some of the
Kanang isinuna mama nimo kasaguyod ang kana.
that were national.
Wa kay lagi sabi na dito.
Before they were selling, I just saw a thing where Mellon, New York Bank of Mellon and JP Morgan
Bila.
some of them, they were being traded on the stock. Convinced they're doing 230 years on the stock market or whatever. They were being traded in 1850s and 60s on the exchange prior to the banking. They were in the 1913 when they got rid of the ones that didn't. My point was is even though he was one of the good and not as good as bad guys at the top levels with Carnegie and all them, what he had issue with was the structure of partnering with middle class. Now, I say all that to say, like James and I were talking about in our business, JD and I were talking about in our business the other day, it was like a few weeks ago, it was like, I'm a huge fan of Grant Cardone. Okay, because Grant Cardone is following the same model like Standard Oil. Because what he's doing is he's saying, okay, I see what's happening in digitization, AI, all this stuff. So he created what's called Cardone Capital Ventures. So he comes out and he said, well, you want to buy, Jeff or John wants to buy Jeff and John's brothers want to buy a 150 unit apartment building in Owensboro, but it's on the market for $2.5 million, and you don't have the it's on the market for
Di
$3
man
million,
ma-open
whatever,
dai.
and you don't have the quick that. Well, and it's the same concept. So here's my point.
Thank you for joining.
There's no new ideas, right?
Tap the screen, guys.
So he did us how they. What he does, he says he comes down. He says, okay, well, we find the lead in this example. John and Jeff, brother investment company, says, hey, we find the lead in Owensboro. There's 150, 200 unit apartment building. It's bringing in, $100 or $300,000 a month. Blah blah blah. This one's bringing. It's for sale for $5 million. We can't go get a loan for $5 million. So he comes in. He says, you want to buy that apartment building in Owensboro for $5 million? Thanks for the lender. They're not traditional lender. Yeah, nobody's going to lend you the money. Cardone Capital will give you the money for you to make the purchase. Will actually be like a 49-51 split, and Cardone Capital is actually going to be skin in the game. So, but what you're going to have to do is you guys are going to have to come up with $100,000 put down. Okay, so you're going to put $100,000 down in. I'm going to finance the $5 million loan. We're going to draw papers out, but it's the same concept what Standard was doing. but it's a flip because they're saying, okay, we're still going to be 51% owner. So really, Carter Capital is using the middle class to say, we're going to become an investment class, but
Sige ka, abot na si Ate. Sige pa nga
I
po.
don't have a property management
Tap
company.
tap the
I don't have
screen,
security.
guys.
I don't have
Thank you for joining.
people that can handle the load of problems that are going to come with 200 renters and 200 unit apartments.
Si Ana ang
But this
hindi.
one, but I've got this money, so I can buy into this game when you don't do
Balik
that
ka
work.
ka, Ana.
But if the shares of that investment,
Sleep good.
say there's 150 units, and each one's going for $2,000 a month, and that's a $300,000 a month is what it's bringing in. But the return on that $100,000 investment was paying out to
Sleep good.
our cut of it, $25,000.
Malas na diya dong. Sige pa lang dito.
$100,000 a month that's coming in. Well, Carter Capital is absorbing the 280 whatever $1,000 a month, but we're getting $30,000 to $50,000 a month.
Kailis. Pasok-pasok dito.
Great.
Kailis, no?
And that's what people are doing. Well, what he's doing is he's leveraging the middle class. And what's the fastest
Thank
thing
you.
that they are? All these people are losing jobs, and they're working college educated people. That's when got close to
Dara
their
dayo. Gahit na, hindi ko
jobs
cover.
10, 15, 20, 30
Well, I've been looking at most of the AI usage and stuff, and it would be better to use them to replace judges and lawyers and some of these, maybe not surgical positions or anything like that, but general health assessment, typical, yeah, things like that, all that stuff would be gone, yeah. 'Cause you could diagnose it with all that
Tay
AI.
magtulog-tulog din ka.
Yeah.
Daan ko. Dong.
Actually, the
Tulog-tulog.
administrative medicine are doing surgeries and things like that haven't been, but all the other stuff, all the analysis and all that kind of stuff could be.
But to your point, yeah, it's all by by design. Like Jake and I were talking about Lincoln one time. This was months ago. We were in Lincoln hanging out together. We were talking. It was very calm, very. We were sitting on the porch with THP and stuff. And he was like, "Yeah, boy, you know, like that Jake guy. He came in and he was back. And I said, dude, remember what I told you back then? I said, remember what I told you?
Oh, the one from Texas that went up there was mine through all that.
Yeah, I told him. I said, remember what I told you?
Iki kagat na ginima.
What? I said, I called that. And I said way back when I first met him, I said, it seems
Because
like
they'll run him out or something.
Yeah,
I
I
remember you saying they'll run him out.
I said-
City people.
I said, when the town finds out what his actual goal is,
The way he's split.
they're gonna let him out.
Just running him splashing the cane on stuff. And putting
Yeah,
it
exactly.
every
I
time.
told him, I said, dude, he wasn't here doing that by himself. He had that, he had that,
Money
You know, money coming back.
he had to,
Ano
and what they're doing, they're doing it. They're doing
Magubad na
this.
dong.
no, di
They're doing this like in Boston, Missouri. They're doing this, outside of Missouri, outside of St. Louis.
Duran Williams, hello.
He's big companies,
Thanks
they're
for
finding
joining.
a headhunter. That's what Jacob was. I said, he's a puppet right there. And what they're doing is they're saying, okay, you go in and you flip these little communities property. You make it unavailable for the people in the community to reinvest their own. And even if they do, like you're gonna have the John Minians out there, people like that that are trying to do it the right way.
Try to do it,
Yeah, and we got our family come there, so we're trying to make the property better, and it's more about people. We're trying to make things better for people. But I'm 100%, dude. There's not one person other than God and my brothers and my kids that have ever supported me. Mom's not here anymore. Grandma's gone. Dad's got his own thing going, and that's great. But that's it. I've leveraged my own down payment with my own mortgage and all this. But I said, here's what I realized, bro. I get it. Like I told Jacob ago. But here's the thing: if you know everybody is playing chess, before I get on the board, and I used to think Jared was a wackadoodle 20 years ago when he said, "Man, you got to read this chess book that Arthur dude wrote or whatever that some are playing chess while others play checkers or whatever it's called." Yes, or they are playing chess while the rest of us play checkers or something like that. And I said, but I told JK, I go.
Dong, ay pagawsa na iro, dong.
I said, that little book. I said, Jared, 25 years ago, I said, Jared was spot on, right? Nailed it. And I said, I didn't listen because I was young and dumb and stupid. But what that entire book says is that this entire experience that we call reality they believe they're playing chess, and they want everyone to stay on the check.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Look at our educational system.
And then when you get on the
You're like a third world education system. People can't read, they're leaving school after, and they stay there and they're doing drugs and everything. And they don't teach, well, they're not teaching the Constitution, they're not teaching all. I mean, they used to teach all those things in school, and there was a reason for that. Those were worth teaching. That was the foundation, the fabric of your society. They don't want that. They want all that, all your God-given rights removed, all your constitutional rights removed. They don't want you to know your law, know your rights, know the truth. They want you to sit and regurgitate this reckless, idiotic, meaningless garbage on television.
got to go to Schoolhouse Rock, which taught our generation what a bill. Remember that?
Yeah, with the bill. Yeah,
I'm going to go to the house.
yeah, they don't want you to learn till the sauce in.
Yeah.
Look at the fools that got up in there
That's
now.
Schoolhouse Rock. Yeah, Schoolhouse Rock.
They're trying to do it, manipulate the laws because they don't know how it's, what you can and can't do if they go up there.
Nagkauna-una anak ko, mabutos mamanimo.
But back to the but to your point, like interest rates and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So, but I was telling James and JK, I was like, so, I said, so here's the thing.
So you done business with this guy?
Yeah.
I mean, this Cardone?
Well, no, I'm just following, like, I'm reading his books,
Oh, okay.
I'm watching his, like, 10X and stuff. But what I'm saying is like, what I was getting at was like, as everybody else automates and AI and stuff like that, they're actually putting themselves on an island. I'm talking about the billion, right? The billionaire class. They're actually isolating themselves on an island. Now, Trump's not because he's building out the Trump, now he's trying to American Trump America. But Cardone he's on the Trump team. Well, what's the genius there? Well, he's like, okay, we see this thing going AI, we can't stop. How do we self-preserve carbon cap? Or how do we self-preserve carbon emissions? Because he's like one of the top.
Max from Philippines.
The top 3 private owners of doors. So it's like 40-something thousand doors that are under him. Not for his business, but he was the CEO of his business. But that's apartments, single-family rentals, duplexes, triplexes, multiplexes, all this stuff, right? Real estate. Now, he was super smart because 5 years ago, he's like, you know what, I'm gonna step out after COVID. He's like, I'm gonna step out, I'm gonna give anybody the opportunity that wants to buy in. Buy it. But at the end of the day, like I told you again, it's like when you break it down, whose portfolio are you building up?
Oh, yeah.
Well, when you're building kids,
Piska
like the
ko.
Standard Oil example,
You're not gonna be able to do,
we don't have.
you're not gonna be able to.
Nala doon ka na nagpisik na oh. Naligo na si Rachel ang ganiha.
What's the purchase? Then you go 5
Baho
million,
man.
they go, yeah, that requires 30%. What's 30% of 5 million? Right.
Yeah, exactly, that's what they're
You
doing.
have to put down 1.75 to get 5.
Yeah.
Well,
Unless you were a millionaire, then you could go in there, you wouldn't even use your own money.
he's not going to
Yeah,
He's created it.
created somebody else's bank.
Yeah, he's created his own bank. So he's got his own bank going, and then what it is, he's leveraging the equity as he builds the portfolio up. So everything's leveraged 7 inches as well as the stack of cards. No, it's not.
Dami,
It's
what
actually,
is interesting
think
topic.
think of it more like the old, like the castles at the top of the ring, and
But
the
Philippines,
noble, and the knight, and then the
Yes, layered.
It's the layered, more like the European model back in the 400 or 500
Yeah,
years.
because you know he's born against all the equity.
thank you for joining here, Tommy.
But in the day, like we always talk about, at the end of the day, our entire fabric of society across all of mankind is based off of the law of the land, which is constitutional law in America, but law of the land. You have 3 laws that exist in humans. You have the creative law, or God, we call it God, right? Because
Yeah.
we believe in the creator. So Yahweh, you have some would call that the laws of nature. That's what man, when the founding fathers came, they called it the laws of nature. Well, within the laws of nature, there's only 2 that operate because there's only 2 forms of nature that have their own ecos, and that's admiralty law, the law of water. That's why to this day there's piracy law and there's international waters law and all that stuff. That's all built up because back 500-600 years ago, that's when they go like, oh, I'm under and they're like, oh, I'm under the king of England, and he's got these, but the waterways are free game because nobody controls the seas. So that was admiralty law.
Philippines.
Going to talk about Osama bin Laden. When he was doing a deal where he's talking about how ridiculous taxation's gotten in America, and he's like, I thought, hey, I gotta consent, and I gotta pay to catch a catfish. You know, but he's going down this whole, but everything's, but then when we think about it, it's all consent because, and even like
Where are you busy?
right, there's an aim of a law of consent, and they only did that because in the ancient world there was no such thing as the individual.
Ipan ka, dahil palok na na.
And if you're either a peasant or righteous, a little or righteous blood, and if you weren't, or it was all because it was tribal.
Were you the one told, was talking about when King James changed the Bible over, and that's when he was putting the Lords in there? And after their own call, there was no Lords. It's like it was Yahweh instead of Brett. It wasn't. And he was trying to use religion to establish.
When he
Reestablish imperialism.
took the relationship out of the Bible to instill religion so that when they fell in love with the King James Bible, they were. When they fell in love with the King James Bible, they would fall in love with the King.
Yeah.
And they never even worked in America because to this day there's that history. No, I know.
Oh yeah, I don't think they want that.
Really, the ancient history says, yeah, exactly your point. Yeah, when they changed the name, if you go back and like Mark German, they were the English it should be capital L word. If King James did a emphasis like just like a king order. So they would say, yes, ma'am, I would get those crops cut out. That's the English. The English they little because they themselves
I hate life. Why just hate your life?
capital L, which would be like Yahshua,
Good night,
or
everyone.
Yahweh. They will take that emphasis away from God and put it on themselves by doing lowercase. And then they say, well, and then they said, well, and then they competed out like the Romans did with the Christians in Italy. The English did the exact same thing after the King James Version that came out. And they put that out to say, well, you have to use the King's edition. So if your church had, if you're an Irish church or a Scottish church, you had a say something that a Scotsman did or something, but it wasn't officially stamped with the King's approval and went into the James Version. Well, then they would kind of continue. See, that's where it gets a little rough, but that God guarantees in the scripture
Meanings did it.
meanings never been corrupted.
Even as they were trying to utilize it to make themselves, the same way they did with the bishops and the
Good morning.
But to your point, it's emphasis.
Yeah.
If they're not changing the meaning, they're changing the emphasis,
Yeah.
which in essence could, based on how it's
Or
forced,
some of the redirecting some of the focus of
redirect the focus.
is they did to that.
But if it's in a way that people say, well, it's got to be King James Version. Now, like Randall Robert got me that new King James Version, little Psalm of the New Testament I carry overseas. I still got that one. Like, yeah, you know, I've read that. It's really big up the bus. It's small, but I've read that. And the new King James Version is more like a cross between King James and ESV. So it's got a few, like there's thous, but not, it's not, King James. But I only read it really much overseas stuff. No, it's people forget that. Like I was telling Judy, I was like, you notice how you don't have any, you don't hear about.
Pang kaligo dito, baho kang lansa. Kat kaligo sa karat pag-shower. Ang shampoo dito.
Like in the example of Lucifer,
Kat,
there was
ligo.
some of our friends, not friends, but people we know that Randall wrote this.
Listen! Tanawa na imong trabaho, nayabo, ang on my shoes. Wow.
Tabi ng face. May shampoo oh. Pero Pagkasa. Ayaw na, kanang usa. Kanang usa. Ayaw pa Sagdain lang. Tawel ni mo. Dong, kuha tawel si ayaw naguyura kay pahuway na. Nagpagkuha sa tawel, kuha tawel kuan.
Turuan na itong kilid.
Asa?
Nadiha.
Asa partner ang iyo?
Wala na po ate.
Partner anak. Bulong nga. Ang partner anak.
Si ate, pabulo nga ate. Kay si ate mo na.
Asa ang libutan ni nanang ang tawel?
Mama, itong naara din ha. Kasi kisang at sa taas.
Asa usang sandal na kuani oh.
Walang ate. Tabot-tabot.
Wala naman diha.
Lalo.
Bulo nga kay ulay tawel si kuan. Sa
Instead of down saying, here's a post.
si Kari sa ipagamit ni kuan oh.
Back in the day,
Michelle ang
we had to let rid out the jurisdiction. We had to have the other county next to us.
Then, dara ang
Because we were not.
butang ako.
Also,
usa na dai nang green silk ka? Dara oh. Tawel. Dali-daligo. Di magkilabot anang shampoo diya dai ha kay madaot na imong ulo. Dapat ay
your meeting will go. It's
Ako ba
crazy.
ang
And they sell it. And they spend $1.5, $1.8, $2
To. Tuwa na dito, Pinay Vlog, hello.
Ito na dito.
Well, then they wonder why the city don't really broke. Well, because the people at the top that really run the city, that really run the things, the mayor, and things they do, they're ignorant. So now that we've got ignorant, you go back to your original.
Well, they really are. They're trying to write laws that are completely unconstitutional.
Yes,
Because they don't know what the, yeah.
That's why that's why when you travel to all the rest of the world knows one thing Americans forgot. We used to know. But they don't know it anymore else. Europe's forgotten. And they're starting to remember it now. Like Germany's starting to wake up. They're starting to remember it now because they got too far gone. But America still doesn't get like half of our people don't get it. I said, that's it. At the end of the day, it's all about me. All of the things. Period. The only difference, like when Captain Moore said, we're going over there, gonna put it there, he's like, what's around there? They're around there like on fire, like spewing out around. You can hear like mortar fire, and you can hear rocket fire, and you can hear.
Well, they're just one switch away from being,
And he goes,
third world. He's shooting on electric.
he goes,
Like that was the electric rain. Not even just, I mean, it's the electric thing.
Yeah.
During that ice storm or anything, you just knock it all off, and next thing you know, you're third world. Everybody's fighting for food.
and that's what he said. He
Fighting for
He
beans.
goes,
Fighting for.
really one or a combination of 1 to 3 events. He said, boys, take a good look. And he said, everything you hear on the news, and I'll never forget that. He says, he just basically says, everything you hear on the news, he goes, forget it all. don't you look at your brother can ride the wheel.
Guba naman yung paypayan eh.
Like on the second day,
Tuwa dito sa Richilan, kaon sa di na dugay na human og kaligo.
each other, you want to face each other. He goes,
Wala naman, da naman dito.
Nag-ilis na kaday.
Nag-ilis na.
no matter what we
Nganong nagkuba man eh.
Sige, guba na din siya.
every day, you know, what you
Ay,
got
dangana pud ninyo. Uy,
Bago pa mo nang kipalito na. Sige, magilabot na rin siya.
yeah, is doing well, Dominic.
Pay, o na, dilingan ni pay niya. Iyan naman ko.
Yeah, you and Ray and other people, you know, just spoke to my life, spoke to church, my life, when I was new and stuff like that. But that was the beginning of like the awakening to all the big deal. But like to your point, like the elite and stuff like that, it's like it's all by design. It's like the whole point of it, you have to follow the path. And back to like Jake and stuff like that, was not JD or JJ. I said, well, now that he's ran out, what did he do? He inflated the prices, which it actually benefits the people that come through that. But I said, now some of those ones that he had rolled back, they're resurfacing on the market, and he did it in a way.
It's good. Just going outside.
For a job that was not that bad. Yeah. And like to your point, he just threw
No, I'm not married.
You know, furnace is still, like, I don't want to sold the one up there, but the one thing I felt good about that was because we tuck pointed the whole foundation, we tuck pointed the outside, but we couldn't do oversized gutters on. We had to redid the exterior walls and then the paint, and there's all metal and stuff. But new furnace, new AC, new require, like I say, new like the last 5 years. And so, you know, selling that stuff, I felt good about it, you know, in the sense that like I didn't feel like now, you know, that as somebody reach out, like you get better, like you just I don't know, like that, you know, like because that's really my only time.
There's a lot of movement in that little teeny town. I wonder if all of those towns are like that. Just people just don't realize it. But it's
They can keep their best cap it.
yeah, they just a missed opportunity because they're thinking, oh, too small. It's kind of like, what's that grandma say? Take care of the pennies and dollars take care of themselves. But nobody, you know, maybe that's what this card on and got it.
Well, that's where I think he makes a good point because doing like doing that model like standard and boy, look, he's doing now in real estate. Because I'll be honest with you, like if I actually love the idea of it, I really do. There's one that gets in, it'll probably be gone in another month.
Nakailis naman lagi ka. Bi ako rin sudlay, bi.
But rather than stuff like this, I'm like, you know, let's be technical and have a 200 unit apartment building and do that. Have that flow come in, something like that. Then I think about it.
Well, that one in Tuscan was like, they had a little, what was it, 10 or 15,
Yeah, like
deal like little senior.
Thank you for joining, guys. Don't forget to subscribe.
Relatively easily.
I told Vicky that, like, the hotel up there off of the
Sino?
Hotel.
Yeah.
I was like, you know, realistically,
Bi, pasalitan, ti karon pahumot, kid. Baho, dali.
you're still,
Yeah.
you take the other half and turn it into a
Yeah, little apartments, yeah.
full, like, long-term living.
Yep. Yeah, you could, easily.
Thinking, is this like everywhere else? It's much, much smaller, like, microcosm of it, but,
Ikuan na naman yung mama.
Guba na, mo, bantay ka na, mo guba.
yeah.
Nawala naman ko na eh. Tingnan sa'yo, yun.
That was like,
Oh, yeah.
I think I was like here when it's silent. You know, it was like real, I was like, all of this is very spread.
Oh, yeah.
Like money, that's all,
Like when they get into tokenization, a lot of this digital stuff, it's all coming around. It'll be all that stuff and everything. They said one of the biggest things against that is the water system is that if it went it before. Yeah.
Thanks for joining, Nels Wilson. Your son is red loads. What do you mean red?
and then, well, that, but
didn't have son. It's my niece.
Yeah, they're gonna have to hear, yeah.
Mami, quiet ka, mami.
Ah, nagbutang sa ref?
Sa kuan. Dito. Kuan, bago.
Can see it, and I've studied it myself some before I even come across that, before I even saw any other stuff. I'd already read some other stuff that was along the similar lines. But it's not, it's so far from mainstream, and it really is the truth. But yeah, it's just like we were talking about talking about gospel crimes, about the things they should be talking about, teaching what they should. They're teaching you how to, just so much unnecessary and unbeneficial information, and all the stuff you should be studying. They teach that to just their kids, just the people they want to take over and to be the next officials,
Do you speak Spanish? No. Comando, hello.
Mm. Mm.
Well, it's because they don't actually study it. They try to lead them that direction.
I-close ng door dahil kaya gawas ng aircon. Close ng door. Kainit. Na, i-close.
Si mami, mag-close ka.
Pretty deep, especially like Hollywood music and all those types of things. When you can turn on and see all those
Right.
lyrics, that's some pretty
Stop.
stuff. That's kind of the way it is. That's kind of the way it is. Yeah, well, they told you you didn't go to church, but you go to bars. That bars other churches.
Single mommy to you? No, I'm not. Ayaw, day. Ayaw na, dali, dari. Pinalibang na. Ayaw na. Dali na, diri. Kaya humana kagligo. Manimaw kang tayo diya.
That's not how you check for viruses. That's how you check for that's it's in your nose cavity. Nose, the antenna, the other. Because they're one of your greatest DNA receptacles is closest to your brain. The mucus closest to your brain. Your skin is long your nasal cavity is connected.
Ako. Okay.
I'm gonna message instead. Is he driving too? I sent him a message, said message me. He might have. But,
Thank you. Okay. I like your family.
I just told him the message so I didn't have to hang the call up so I can stay on with you. Because if I pick up the call, then it drops the call. So I'm just messaging him instead.
Asa man ka na kwarta ana?
Ako, ani?
Ya, kumusta man yung pagkuhan dito, day? Adto.
Hmm?
Kumusta man yung pag-adto dito?
Walay abre.
Walay abre.
Sunod sa eskwelahan ang G3 abre.
You'll find Jay out there smiling, get you a 30 ounce coffee. Get old Ernie Boyle, man. You guys are heading out to support it? All right, well,
There were a lot mosquitoes there.
Yeah, not too bad. There's a little breeze, but they sprayed once. They usually come out after that. If there's not a breeze, they get pretty bad. But if there's a breeze, it blows them away pretty good. There's a little bit of a breeze. No bugs. No bugs tonight. No bugs, not too bad.
you got a busy house, huh?
Yeah, it's busy. A lot kids here.
What are their ages again?
Huh? What?
What are the kids' ages? What are their ages again?
The age?
Yeah, the kids.
It's just
How
like
old are they?
the 2 years old, 3 years old, 6 years old, 7 years old. It's just like 1 year ago.
But,
Gaps.
Like ours, we understand.
Like 1 year ago na age gap.
Yeah.
Is Doremi pa. Doremi pa.
Don't bring me pasta lucky, though. Hey,
Doremi pa.
Yeah, it's a busy age. Yeah, it's smart. Yeah.
5 years.
I got for 9.
Bella!
I get another dog for it.
Ay, bisyo other. Pinagpahuway na siya. Guy, nagpahuway na eh.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what they're for. That's he's like that. So, he's running like that. I was like, oh yeah,
Oh, that
that's
treadmill.
He's not, yeah.
He's not good hanging out.
Yeah. That was Jericho made over. But she wasn't like that. She would chew on some stuff, but she wasn't like the like the
Yeah, no,
Pag init mo,
Mami, magkaunit pizza.
ipainit na to.
Ipainit pizza. Puno, ama.
research thing. But you're trying to watch your show. You know, yeah, when to play fetch and you're like this. That's how fast they bring it back. You're like, or Jericho won't let loose of it, so you're sitting there like, you bring it right up to you and put it in
Kuan
your face.
mo ang buha daw.
Down, he's like, you're like, dude, let go, I can't throw it. Then you finally get it out of his mouth, you throw it, and down by you, in your hand, you can't wait for him to throw it.
Ya, kumusta man imong lakaw dadto man ah?
Smooth.
Sayo pa manggod.
labs are good like that. Anybody can go up there and pet them and all that stuff. The kids, I remember one time I had Jared on the back. I don't trust. They didn't always get compliments. The kids were still.
Mami, magkaaman ng
Dili yeah. Langas kayo mo galay pa ko. Galay kung ngas ka angyo.
Yeah, when I sat down there with the kids, I was like,
ano ko
yeah, like, why you tell me? What's up, Bill Curry? I didn't think you would okay, I said, if anybody ever after this, don't know. Okay. But it wasn't only approach him, it wasn't his approach. Going out, it's not me, just protect him. How's your work going? Good. Finally got that cleaned off. They didn't put it in my check though. I qualified like on a day. I noticed when even that came in. Yeah, I'll have to apply for that. So that's all. They just qualified, you just go get the pay for it. But I'm sure when you go and talk to them, then, oh well, we're waiting for the paperwork to go through. Anything to screw you out of it. Then they go and die to death. Take away. See, that was the part of when I would benefit, when I would take and find out your benefits and take any pension way they can possibly do. I look back now and like I was telling Dad that at the farm, I was like, I specifically remember in the line days, early, where specific topics about our trade and the management would come in. They said, well, you know, we gotta put more rubber up on the lines. I know it's hot out, guys, but we're gonna have to change like slowly over time. Well, and I think we have is like what a rapidly running. I can remember when. Yeah, because you'd have a policy that you're not anything over 16 hours, or this or that or whatever. And then you know, I said, because we have 15 and a half, but 15 and a half. I remember in line trade, just. I was in 98, 99, and 2000, I was in Oklahoma. And I said, I remember in 2000, I moved to Burlington, 2000, 2001, 2002. Those 3 years I was in Burlington. And I said, like a video, I said, it's like a video game, or a CR game. Play back from literally, I can close my eyes, and say, yeah, I can close my eyes, and I can remember the systematic process of what they did in line was. And then I said, I remember when I went to management, to your point, I said, I remember we still had ideals in my mind that I was getting to. And then I got in year 2 and year 3 of management, management 5 years. But I said, I remember by year 3 thinking to myself, well, they're like systematically telling me, you know, I had big conversations against you. Well, so you have to get 3 spot checks this week. And we need 2 write-ups out, 2 out of 3 to go right for conditional, breaking conditional, conditional. So you need a conditional check on something. Something's not right. Or somebody wouldn't remember that, something like that.
Are you old?
Something that week. And I said, I could look back on the line like this is that. Remember that. Oh, it was just like this, you know, and no principles guiding management, no value. Well, not even just that. Look at their products that you buy and stuff. And I'm not thinking that the rate of times is wrong with a lot. All that is, but it's literally be sure. You look at the way they package things, you look at the way they make things, and I noticed like the Doritos, they're more air in the bag than only this. That the chip itself is almost breaks every single time. It used to be a thicker tortilla. It used to be a thicker chip. Yeah, they thinned it up. The thinner, lighter chip, so there's 7 all cereal. Which is like I've noticed that with all their sizes, that they used to buy an aluminum pie like this, and it was like this, and it was like that. Now it's almost now it's almost a freaking brownie pie.
Yeah.
And they're calling that a pie, aluminum pie, but it used to be aluminum pie like that for 99 cents. But now it got to be like that for $1.50, and now it's like this for $2. And then, you know, it's like,
Yeah.
at what point does, like, you turn back around and says, okay, somebody can come in here and compete for a lesser of a game. Well, no, I'm saying, like, what it needs to happen is they've taken a good product and they've got everything that's in the squeeze the value out of it by screwing over the consumer, shrinking the size and inflating the prices, giving you less making bucks. What I'd like to see happen was a series of honest people that come in there and say, okay, this is how much this is how much our products cost. You know, this is how much it costs us to make it. We're going to turn it out and we're going to try to get 20% on it. And they would give 10%.
Bring a greater value.
Bring a greater value, but you ask for less as a producer, as a growing. If you give a product and you say this is a fair market value, and you just knock out all, because there's somebody, you can come along and go back to that and still make a profit.
Yeah.
Still a good product, but it's not gonna, it's gonna be a good product, it's gonna be a quality. You can outdo Doritos and outdo everything, because you're gonna come out and you're gonna say, I can do this for a better price, better volume, better quality, better volume for a cheaper price. And you can knock out. They would have to, what they would have to do, they would have to go back to being competitive, not have a corner on the market, and doing the job, and be competitive and improve their product, or find ways to make it just as valuable as their competition, or lose that business altogether. But that's what you need in the competitive market. That's for the consumer.
That used to be.
You don't have that.
They used to be the
If you don't have that in the consumer, there's no benefit. If you don't have that competition benefit us. There's no competition, and they get that monopoly on that. All they start to do is just penny pinch, nickel and dime, and shrink sizes and shrink packaging, shrink volume, and they start changing the terminology so that they can still sell it, you know, at the legal.
Yeah, somebody said one time.
But they say, oh, well, they can't do that because if they go sell by volume or sell by this or sell by that, then they can't be shrinking. That's bullshit. I remember growing up, being a candy bar used to be like this.
King size.
Yeah, everything was the king, and it was like, you know, and then it just kept getting smaller. Reese's cups used to be, you know, like this, and then now they're down to, like you said, they're like a mini bar. You know, it's like, I don't know, companies, all these ruthless, this monopolistic type of deal, it's better for everybody.
Well, and somebody said it once.
You want the middle class to boom back, that's what they need to do. Because you used to have bakeries in your town. You used to have, you know, where they bake bread, where they make cookies, bake shops, mom and pops, and restaurants. You know,
Well, like John and Randy's folks.
You gotta bring that back.
Yeah. Bill Burns Donuts.
Yeah, it's all,
It's a legacy.
it's trade on.
It was more than a product. It was a well, I was talking bad about that too, about the family business and stuff, New York and things like that. Well, Dad, I said, I thought all my kids had since they were little. I said, the whole grow up and move out, you know, because Dad had made a comment. This was quite some time ago. We were up in Florida comments. He made a comment. He goes, well, you know, talking about like Katie Worthwick and stuff, and like Mary's Mary and stuff. You know, I said, when we were growing up, I said, Dad, the whole American reaching to the more way, go to New York, go to LA. Remember the 80s videos or the movies that came out, like the Wolf of Wall Street, the one where Michael J. Fox was the doctor that goes to New York down to like the farm, Ohio, falls in love with the girl. I said, oh, that was trying to sell them. He goes, no. I go, yeah, that's from the beginning of the trip, I go, Dad, from the beginning of the trip, let's break down time. Go from 1773 until 1921. I go, what was the vast majority of business in there? They were, yeah, Johnson's Hardware, Smith's,
Local trucking,
Smith
local
Bakery.
trucking companies, it wasn't one conglomerate.
Yeah, Hunt's Trucking, Standard Oil, even the big ones, Standard Oil, all these ones were coming early. I said, they all pay for this. I said, go back to Winningham Mountain in Tennessee. And James Lee, the original James Lee, not James Lee Hughes, there's two of them. Worked with James Lee Hughes, the original James Lee, goes way back. I said, that Winningham Mountain, Houston and I were covering this. At one time, that Winningham Mountain had 6 generations of Winningham stuff. Dad goes, really? I go, yeah. I go, Houston did all the work. Houston Winningham. He's from the Danny Winningham son of the second branch of the second wedding, or the second marriage to siblings, which RJ Sr. is from James Lee's second bloodline. He had 2 left.
Yeah, I've been in there.
Yeah,
Both very nice.
yeah. And I said, so,
Side by side.
I said, so, Houston's family, they're like 10 years younger than we are, which makes sense because his grandfather, his great grandfather and our great grandfather were siblings. But they were, their parents,
Same path, different month.
they were not similar. I said, so the 10-year break, anyway, it all made sense. And I said, but my point is, I said, what happened in 1913 with that? And then with the Great Depression, because you had a generation which was the greatest generation, our great generation, all born in the 20s, were young children in the 20s when 1929 happened, and their childhood was in the early 30s. And the Depression, like your dad, and your dad, like your dad, he graduates in the spring of 41, and then he goes wheat harvest that summer, which everybody did, and then November 7th happened for 11. So he goes to work for 4 years, comes back, meets grandma, is class of 45. She graduates class of 45. JD comes back for the fall, winter of 45. They get married in 46, 47. Dad goes, yeah, I think it's 40, 47. I go, okay. Then they get married. You were born in 49. I think he's born in 51. Everybody starts having kids, and then they build the country out. And I said, so your generation, the 1950s, let's just say 1950, first kid, 1950.
Rano, hello. Subscribe,
That's
guys.
from your generation to the earliest millennium. What's the message? If you don't go to college, you won't be nothing, blah, blah, blah. And I said, now that AI's coming in, college is not even on the radar for people that are being realistic with their kids. Like, unless they do like Brianna or Landon or Ian, or Carly did, where they're specialized. If you're going like arts, like you have arts degree, yeah, like that. If you're in, even in general business, like, but if you're specialized in engineering, nursing, architecture, those will be the ones running, like Landon, Carly, and Brianna, and Amelia. They'll go up and using that, they'll be leveraging it. But what I'm saying is, like, the vast majority, I said, without trades, will be kept. I said, but Pops, after World War II, what was the message? I said, no, it's true. Because you get back, you mom, James and Jeff were born in Hawaii. And I wasn't around yet, so I'm a Manhattanite, born in Manhattan, but we're all grew up there. But I said they were still more central Canada. And then everybody left the farm because the big corporate, and then the 60s, 70s, 80s. Yeah, he said corporate model or buying out family farms. I said something. I said my point is, so business is starting shrinking. So I told him, so going in the whole got it, from 1950 to 2000, 2001, which is 9/11. I said, the sign off was break apart the family business, which break apart the lives.
Well, that is the way they were destroying them was through a lot of the banking system. What they were doing is they were select few and who's going to go and buy out the competition. They just continually made a habit of buying competition.
But if I have 5 of my sons, and my daughters from 1940s coming home after World War II, and I'm going to carry on the family farm, I'm going to carry on the family business from Johnson's Hardware, and I said, and I can remove from that family business, I can remove, because that's his next CFO, his next accountant, his next or retail guy is, you know, 4 of his sons and 2 of his daughters in that example. And I said, I'm in DC, but I can guarantee because the messaging going out, all institutions have the same message. Like they mean all, no, I said, yeah. So I said, so 4 of the 7 kids leave the family business. The math says the morality of the outcome of the math, the algorithm says in less than 50 years, which is, I think, is 2000, that family business will be over, or they're going to get bought. And I said, so herein lies the monopoly of Zion, where from 1776 to, that's where you get the Hatfield McCoys, that's where you get the, you know, McIntyres that ran Austin, Texas, because they were the large Irish family man, which is, so how are you going to get a family business? And then, you know, all that comes from, it all comes from the family business. And then you get a government that's all about the psyops and says, oh, well, you got to leave the gas, you marry your wife, you got to move 120 miles away. It's the same thing. Same thing like that. You know, as well, we're going to find these welfare checks. You get it. Father at home, breadwinner, whoever lived there, has to be an engineer income. They literally engineer structural, man. Yeah, so they literally engineered pulling apart. And now you're seeing resurgence. I mean, that's the whole point. Why? Well, biblically, destroying family and Shem and Ham and Japheth, when they came off the ark, they were all in the family business, right? But then their job was to multiply their blood, the sons and daughters of Noah, still the hierarchy. So family business.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they started
passing down the farms and passing down the farms. Anyways.
Yeah, the whole thing started was dad had made a comment. He said, well, son, I see what you're saying, but he goes, the Bible says that, you know, you go, the 2 become one flesh, and a son and daughter will leave their mother and their father. I said, that's spiritual, Dad. That's the spiritual inheritance. That's not the physical inheritance. The Old Testament, New Testament, the bands of the way, the group, John and James were brothers, and they were called by Christ. And then they were supported by the family. Matthew was the tax collector. Judas, who betrayed him, was their accountant. Well, you don't need an accountant tax collector if you're not creating a business. But it was a family account like that. It's like, oh, wait, First Church has a different look. Well, yeah, because they still, even though they were nomadic, he wasn't it was like a mooch and a leech. Like, hey, man, you got something to eat? I mean, yeah, he went to people's homes. He said, go there. They're going to, he gave commands like that. And I said, Dad, those are the highlights of the everyday life. I said, they had to have money coming in. So Peter still fished. John and James still went out in the boats and caught fish and sold it at market, put that back in the coffer, the Christ ministry, just like the church does. They would, and then they could say, okay, now we can go serious. We've got X amount of money.
Is that biblical?
I think so.
It might be. I'm gonna get snacks. You want a cottage cheese and some chips or something?
Let's eat, love. Pizza.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna do. Oh, you got pizza left?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, I think we're gonna do cottage cheese and chips. Put you on the charger until I get this.
Our sister, they love they have left.
What happened to the thing? It's all crooked. The best. Oh, it's a basketball thing. Are you doing basketball?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't want to do basketball. I had to go back.
No, you don't accept that. I'm only male.
Yeah, I don't want to do basketball. I wish that my Starlink was fixed. I don't know what. I
Yeah.
don't know if Braxton said he fixed it. Braxton said he's gonna fix it.
Maybe they have something removing that when it's raining
Well,
hard.
he said that we need to realign it. I think maybe it got some wind. The wind might have twisted it.
Yeah.
Because he said something about, well, I'm looking at it, and maybe we need to realign it. I was like, oh, okay. But he said something about updating that card as well, so I didn't know. Yeah, it's still not. Let me turn this hotspot on, see if I got anything like that. Yeah. Who's up there on the island?
Oh, thanks, goodness. Bring a whole bag.
Well, I
Hey.
probably had this one opened up, so I'll email it.
Thank you for shooting.
I didn't know what you want to drink though. There's tea and milk and water and juice.
The answer na, maybe just removing your Starlink about raining time.
Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure why. He said we had to. He said we had to realign it. Braxton said we had to realign it. And he said something about updating the card. And I said, okay, well, I just wanted you to know that it's not working. He said, okay. He said, I'll take care of it. Well, I don't know. Still not taken care of. I'm just using my hotspot on my phone. Oh, I stuck my elbow in my press cheese.
May chocolate ako.
Shoot bull. Challenge.
Challenge. Yeah, I'm got a lot of fixing to do on it already, but I'm happy with it. It's a lot better than what we had.
I-close gud na dong.
Sinaryen.
Close na ilak.
Ma, sinaryen tita. Wala.
I-close.
Mame, sere, lele mo gawas, oh. Inadagigit. Ano ka mo, ate?
Pit.
That mango pineapple juice is pretty good. Yeah, tea's good too. Milk's good too. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, I didn't really have any supper. I just had a late lunch. Or just snack. I like that tropical cafe.
Okay, dong.
Ayaw ila. Gawas do kay naguba na ni ko spingo do. Naslalom sila. Wala na sila.
pasok dia si Rachel kay gi kuha na ka, gi naligo na ka.
Cheddar, like at 3 or 3:30, and then come back and go to the
Dakat gawas mo dito.
graduation. I think it's like that. 5:36
Yaman kay
or
pangayo. Milk up.
maybe 6:37. I have to look up the thing
Ay,
and see, but
man.
Dala
because
dito.
he's coming back up to the school at 5. He's coming
Ayaw na,
back
day kay maguba na.
do free walk through. So I can say it's probably at 6 or 6:30.
Awesome. Tuloy sinuri.
We're not gonna do the union hall. It's gonna be smaller. There's gonna be a little smaller group and everything. We're just gonna go to Cheddar, probably like 20 something people. We'll meet there. Eat. Yeah, we'll just meet there, Cheddar, to eat. And then you'll there go to graduation. When the graduation's over, she's gotta do some cards and things. And we wanted to there at her house. Or they just wanted to do that. Whatever she called off. Want to do that there
Di ba dagan ang inanak pinalit mo na? Taga is Rachel Simon.
Oh, yeah. But I wouldn't be,
Ay, dapat sila nagkatunda ko. Tulungan mo nga.
yeah, it'd be great. It'd be good with kids and everything.
Dami mo yung Ay, Sita! Sita, ako lang pinalit. Ayaw na bigyan mo nga, kaya nagkuhan pa. Makuha Sita ba? Ah, hala mo na doon.
Wa na tita. Snack tita is always eating. Snack.
Just like Tito, Jeff.
Yeah. Just eating my snack. I just asking, you're not giving me. You're not giving me. Very good. Taga si Rachel dito. Taga
Yeah, Lance said, I saw him and Tim, he said he's gonna start posting more and doing more, getting more active
No.
with that. He just really hadn't. I said, oh, that's fine.
Taga is Rachel dito, Cyril.
I said, I don't really
Taga
do much either.
Di man po din mga tagi. Wala na naman.
So,
Pwede mo siya masuko.
Taga dito. Simon, it's not yours, it's mine.
Hala, nawala oh. Wow! Look like that's spicy.
He like snack this. This is him like it. Tito JP just snack this time.
Laman na lamang.
there was snack that, let's have a snack.
Spicy. You might. My God. Spicy.
Okay.
Spicy, what is it?
The she like a shrimp. Spicy.
Oh, the shrimp fries, spicy shrimp fries.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
What is that, love, that you drink? That's alcohol?
No,
Oh, real
it says
tea.
on there, tea, no sugar. It's iced tea, love. Oh, I'm not sure. I'm gonna go back over. I'm trying to save just a couple days, where I can go back over and just pick her up and bring her back as soon as her visa goes through. So we're thinking maybe October, November. But after this, we could fly over there just so she doesn't have to travel alone.
Ito naunsa ka mo kuha.
We'll fly over, spend like 1 day, 2 days.
Oh no.
Taga social media
Get
to.
everything first, so I don't have the time to. I don't have the time to stay for a month like we did until the new year.
Ito.
So, I said, it's up to you. You get the government stuff and your visa finalized, because I already started the process, but we have to finish it. When we finish it, then we'll finish it together. And then we'll all approve it, done. Then I'll come over and travel back home and travel alone. And then hopefully we're gonna play it out. Go over there and get her as soon as that's processed, whatever that may be, for this government. And then bring over here. And until the new year sometime in May or something.
Sunod.
Yeah. Yeah, Saint Catherine. I think it's Saint Catherine
Bebe.
Catholic Church there. In New England, it was founded in 1776. And I said that would be cool. Do like a convention thing, I mean. No, I'm not planning to go with you on that. Yeah, we're gonna send out like official. We're gonna send out like official invites, and we're gonna have who's gonna be in the wedding party and planning all that. How well all done up. But yeah, I like that. Yeah, we're gonna do a lot of that planning while we're here, and then taking care of it from here. Yeah. I got a message back from the priest. He said that everything's fine with those papers. He's filling it out. But he does want to get back together again.
Mm.
So I need to make that. So I need to do that. I need to make that appointment
Mm.
sometime. Did you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. They have a lot more fill up again.
No. No, there's not. I don't think so. I don't think there's a lot more to fill out. It's hard to tell with these Catholic priests don't know what they're doing. One says you gotta do this, one says you gotta do that. I'm like, I wish y'all just get on the same page.
So kasi nakapamilyar niya mga si Daita, yung siguro siya
probably pretty bureaucratic.
Yes.
I mean, the process.
Well, it all is. You have the government bureaucracy holding us back on that end. And then you got the religious church bureaucracy holding us back on that end. It's like, man, what the hell? I mean, it's difficult. But, like what it says, God shows, the challenge. If there's no challenge, then, right? No challenge, then what's the point of it, right? Easy come, easy go. There's got to be a challenge.
Yeah, you're giving a challenge.
It gives you a challenge, and that means it's true, right? Because if there's no challenge, then that means it's not meant to be. It's not true.
No, that's not true.
Maybe like kind of like a Job,
Just like a joke.
like Job in the Bible, not Job.
Like a joke only.
Well, the way we were looking at it, we were talking like in the demons world and stuff. But if you're not being challenged, then that means you're probably, like, if you're not being tested, then that means you're probably on that side already. Right? He's only going to test the faithful. He's going to test the Christians. He's going to test the trials that are going to be upon them. You're not going to trial somebody that's already over on that side. So that's where we say with the challenges. He's trying to tear that family apart, tear that unit apart, trying to challenge a relationship, trying to throw roadblocks in the way, snares, where you say, well, F it, it just changes your whole, attitude and everything else. But I agree. Especially when you feel like it's spiritual to you, meant to be. So then that's when you start getting that, you start seeing the demons, the fears and the doubt and all the things that come across, especially with long distance relationships. Because there are even more trials, some because you don't see each other you're not, within arm's reach every day. So I'd say you can be a chip, you can scoop this. Now every single time you try to scoop it, snaps in two. So damn, don't they look so much more thinner?
Several big of them.
When we grew up, it was like a thick tortilla chip.
Yeah.
I remember it being thicker. Maybe I'm wrong.
They're doing the same thing now with salsa steps.
Yeah, the salsa was
We did salsa, yeah, there's salsa that we have.
no. They're getting thinner and thinner. Wait for them to scan me out.
They're like bigger than.
Yeah. No, Dorito used to be a thick chip. Somebody come along with genius idea and said, we can lighten that up a little bit. Put it a little thinner. Turn the heat down or so it don't hurt.
Somebody said once that
They do that at work all the time with the chemicals we put in the process. Just see if we can cut back 3 drips per hour on that. Then that'll carry over, and that'll be a gallon and a half. That's the, $60 to $70 a gallon. So if we can cut a gallon and a half over, every shift, then that'll be, so, you know what I mean? So if they encounter breaking that all down, well, that's kind of the way they do this stuff. Let's, how many shakes of that coating you putting on there? That cheese stuff. Let's just put 3 shakes. Okay, well let's do 2 3/4 of a shake, 2 1/2 shakes.
Like you said, outside there's some other group of values, the value based.
Oh, I know.
That these managers and stuff that all they know how to do is cut.
Yeah. lesser quality at a higher price, and then now they go find in some other brand or something else with a better quality at a more reasonable price. But that's it. That's where your competition comes in. That's the people's door. That's the angle where people can make money. But they have to say, I'm willing to take less up front and charge a reasonable price and sell more of it. And that's where I'll make mine, is because I'll get more and more business over time, because people find out I have a better product, get more value for my product. It's a heavier, thicker cookie or cracker or whatever the hell you're selling. And then you, over time, you don't make your profit on the one sell. It's because your name recognition, all of a sudden people say, damn, why am I buying these Oreos that have been around for 200 years just because of the name? Because they done fits them all up, and they're all, you know, they're like Nike, whatever. If I could get this brand over here,